The Rise of Yamantaka, destroyer of the Lord of Death. Once there was a powerful yogi who was told that if he meditated for the next 50 years, he would achieve enlightenment. Feeling encouraged by this, he went into an abandoned cave to pursue his practices. The years passed, and through the power of his concentration perfected over years of meditation, he could enter into a deep meditative absorption. Seated in a Vajra posture, his consciousness would soar higher and higher, far beyond this mundane plane of existence, and through his profound wisdom had attained great siddhis. But as night fell on the 29th day of the 11th month of the 49th year, his meditation practice was suddenly interrupted by a water buffalo that came rushing into the cave, swiftly followed by 2 thieves who had stolen the water buffalo. Immediately upon restraining the buffalo, they slaughtered the poor animal by means of decapitation. Witnessing this, the great yogi pleaded with the 2 thieves, "Please wait a few minutes more, as I am moments away from finishing my 50 years of meditation." The 2 thieves looked at each other with a suspicious grin, and then, out of spite, they decided to end the life of the yogi. One of the thieves swiftly unsheathed his blade and separated the great yogi's head from his body. Not knowing the level of being that they had just killed, the thieves laughed and turned their attention back to the buffalo's carcass. The yogi suddenly became enraged and began to feel around the floor of the cave uncontrollably, searching for something to place upon his shoulders. But all he could find was the buffalo's severed head left unattended by the thieves. So the yogi placed the buffalo's head upon his shoulders. Then, using his siddhi powers, knowledge that gives one complete power over each and everything, arose bodily with the head of the buffalo in place of his own, becoming Yama, the Lord of Death. Furious and wild with anger at the fate that had befallen him, the yogi then set out to wreak his revenge on those who had so cruelly disfigured him, killing the thieves in a fit of rage. However, not content with this act of revenge, he continued venting his boundless fury on whomever he met. Soon he became the scourge of the countryside, a hideous monster who left behind a gruesome trail of destruction, a veritable Lord of Death. The people of Tibet were afraid for their lives, and with the hopes to end this carnage, they decided to make prayers and offerings to Manjushri. They asked for his help and protection from the deformed yogi's rage. Out of his great compassion, Manjushri responded to their prayers. Manjushri realized that the only way he could overcome such a powerful force, filled with so much anger and rage, was through an extremely wrathful emanation. So Manjushri transformed himself into Yamantaka, destroyer of the Lord of Death, also known as Vajrabhairava, the Diamond Terrifier, looking very similar to Yama, only 10 times more powerful and horrible. His central face took on the aspect of an enraged buffalo to match the fury of the yogi, but it was crowned with the head of Manjushri himself, symbolizing Yamantaka's fully enlightened nature. As Yamantaka, Manjushri completely subdued the furious yogi. Wrathful Manjushri then converted the yogi from a malevolent force into a protector of Dharma. Hence, as a Dharmaprotector, the yogi is invoked by followers of Yamantaka's Tantricpath. Also, he was given the name Dharmaraja, King of the Law. To the all-pervading Manjushri Vajra, Lord Yamantaka, to the fatherly most venerable Jetsun Tsongkhapa, together with the lineage of your spiritual disciples, you are in actuality all the Buddhas. To all of you I make requests. Please bestow on me the 2 powerful attainments. I go for refuge to the Buddha. Dharma, and Sangha. I shall liberate all living beings and lead them to their own enlightenment. I shall develop purely a bodhicitta enlightened motive. Everything dissolves into emptiness. From within this state of emptiness, there arises a Vajra surface, Vajra fence, Vajra tent, and Vajra ceiling, surrounded by a mountain of wisdom flames. In the center of these arises a celestial mansion, which is square with 4 entranceways. In the center of the celestial mansion, upon a multicolored lotus and sun disk, I arise in the enlightened bodily form of a causal Vajra holder, Manjushri. From my heart chakra as a clearly appearing hero Manjushri, light rays emanate, bringing forth all the blissful Sugata Buddhas in the aspect of glorious Yamantakas. They dissolve into me. I completely transform into a resultant Vajra holder, the great and glorious Yamantaka. I have a body dark blue in color, 9 faces, 34 arms and 16 legs, standing with my right legs bent and my left legs outstretched. In my heart chakra is the wisdom being youthful Manjushri. In his heart chakra is the concentration being a blue syllable hum. At my crown chakra is a white Om. At my throat chakra is a red Ah. And at my heart chakra is a blue hum. From the blue hum at my heart chakra, light rays emanate, bringing forth from their natural abodes the Yamantaka, wisdom beings and the empowering deities. The wisdom beings dissolve into me. We become non-dual. The empowering deities confer the empowerment on me, and then dissolve into me. I acquire an Akshobhya Buddha on the crown of my head.
Om Yamantaka, Hum Pe Oma Hum. Om Yamantaka, Hum Pe Oma Hum. Om Yamantaka, Hum Pe Oma Hum.
I prostrate to you, Yamantaka, supreme form, supremely great, furious one, hero utilizing supreme objects. You act to tame those difficult to subdue. By the virtue arising from my effort in this method, and by my pure selfless wish, may all limitless living beings never be parted, but always be cared for, in birth after birth, by the peaceful and wrathful Manjushri. After having manifested the enlightened state, with the 7 kisses of perfection and the nature of the 5 Buddhakayas, which lasts as long as space endures, may I instantaneously lead all endless beings quickly and easily to this very same state. May there be the auspiciousness of the root and lineage gurus. May there be the auspiciousness of the yidams and hosts of deities. May there be the auspiciousness of the dakas and dakinis. May there be the auspiciousness of the Dharmaprotectors and guardians of the teachings.